Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is God's favorite Michael, also known as Lord Cephas. I'm a music producer and today I'm going to be talking about how to merge content creation with a normal day job or day jobs. Now, as we well know it, the day goes by very quickly. Before you know it's night again and next morning and then night again. And many of us usually spend the days working for others and not concentrating on the work that matters to us or that moves the money needle. Now, nobody is going to tell you this. You may not hear this from anywhere else. But if you don't actually put in the effort to do the work consistently that moves the money needle, you'll likely be in the same place next year. And I know you don't want that. I don't even want that for you as well. So I would give you some tips on how to restructure your day to be able to be consistent in your content creation journey. First of all, I will start by saying it's never going to be perfect. There will never be a perfect time to start. There will never ever be a perfect time to start. The perfect time to start is now. What does that mean? Every morning when you wake up, you are presented with two two binary choices. One, so either use your fresh mind, your fresh unclogged mind to work on something that moves the money needle. Now, the fact that I'm a music producer doesn't mean I do music production alone. There are several other things that I do to move the money needle. I am also an artist on Spotify, on all streaming platforms as Lord Cephas, releasing songs of my own whenever I get the chance to finish them. I also write books, and these books are going to be coming out soon, later this year, I believe. And several other things. I teach people how to play the piano. I teach people music, and I also manage projects for people. So these are all the things I have that move the money needle for me. Now, when I wake up in the morning, I'm presented with binary choices. I pick my phone. I can get sucked into an endless doom scrolling session, or I can stay away from my phone, reach for my laptop, and try to do something that moves the money needle. Not just the money needle, the growth needle as well. Because whatever you repeat, you get better at it, or you get more perfect at it. So now that depends. What are you going to be repeating? Are you going to be repeating doom scrolling, or you are going to be repeating writing a book, trying a new course, or learning something? That is how you know that you are on your way to getting better at your journey. Content creation. Now, how do you get better at content creation? You have to watch videos of other people doing it and study. Not just watch, you have to study. That means you pay attention to what is being said, how it is being said, why did they say this, what is the reason for this. You have to watch with curiosity. If you don't watch with curiosity, it gets boring. Now, that's the reason why some people can actually read several books in a day and never get tired. Or whenever they see something, they get sucked into it, and you see them spending hours on end. It is because they come in with the mindset of curiosity. They are not just trying to beat time. They are trying to understand how it really works. They are trying to understand the mind of the creator of that particular piece of art. So secondly, there is the part of remembering it is a journey. That means you must be willing to be a beginner all over again. Now, I always tell people, don't get swallowed up into mental masturbation. What is mental masturbation? Mental masturbation is basically reading new stuff and reading and googling and watching videos without any action. Now, what does consuming so much information before even starting, what does it do to your mind? It makes it more difficult to start because you feel that there has to be a whole lot of things in place. When all that has to be in place is you and the work. Now we have resources like Google, Reddit, even YouTube and TikTok. All of these are all resources. ChatGPT, Claude AI. These resources are actually resources that help us gather information. That means they consolidate the information in one place for us. Other people that have walked this path before us. We go there and draw from that stream of information only when we need it. Now, what do I mean? I would quote a friend of mine, a very wonderful copywriter on the rise. He mentioned something about being able to do all the research or the majority of the research on the particular subject before you actually start to create a new form of art from it. or create a piece of work from it. Now, I actually beg to differ because, first of all, you know very well that there is going to be an endless supply of information. So you might as well be going down a rabbit hole. It is better to just start with what you have and actually make tweaks along the way, which is if the best you could do was 20%, publish the 20%. The problem is we are seeing other people's 15 years experiences and we are comparing it to our less than a day experience. There's something I usually tell my piano students. I always tell them that the fact that I showed you and I played it and it looked easy does not make it easy to you. You will have to play it and play it and play it. You have to put in your own reps. I've done my work. My over 5 years of experience of repeating the same thing has made it look so effortless. But to you, you might have to repeat maybe less than 5 years, since I am going to be guiding you and helping you skip things that I had to learn, by myself, and you would not have to go through that, but you still have to put in your own reps. So remember that person that is doing very great should be an inspiration, but not a reason for you to actually feel less of yourself. When you see a Gugua's video, when you see other wonderful content creators and you see the ambience, you see all of them, remember that they all started somewhere. And it was not perfect, it was not smooth, but it was finished, it was published, it was a published work. Remember that. So thirdly, remember that your time is a limited resource. So you have to be very, very stingy with it. Very, very. You understand? I can't emphasize this enough. You are in your growth phase. The old friends, now you actually have to even start vetting your friend group. Are they bringing value to you? When they come to talk, they always talk about other people, every day, other people's story. They never have any story to tell you where they are the main character. You already know the kind of friends you have then. You have to start separating yourself from them. Or you only entertain them a fraction of the time. You understand? Remember, it's a journey. It is your journey. This is not about what you get out of this. It's about who you become. You understand? By the time you have spent a year on content creation, figuring things out, you'll find that other areas of your life has actually improved. Your time management, your people skills, your communication skills, your conflict resolution, every single thing would have resolved, because now you are trying to buy back your time for yourself. You are at the job working for money. You would concentrate on providing value to the best of your ability, and that's it. You will not get hooked into any form of entanglement that will extend beyond your normal hours of duty. You are going to make sure during the time you are at work, you are present there at work and giving the best of your day. And when you are out of there, that's it. You would make sure that you don't get yourself into any other excessive relationships outside. That might even include romantic relationships. That might also include romantic relationships. If your romantic relationship is taking from you more than it is pouring into you, you already know what you need to do. You don't have to outrightly break up, but you have to withdraw your energy or refocus it where it matters. That is the third one I'm going to tell you. So the last one, you have to remember that failure is part of the process. When you actually start posting content, you would find out that you have more haters than you think. And should I surprise you, the haters will actually be from those that are close to you. The real haters will be those that you think are close to you. Strangers are the ones that will actually give you the love that you're actually needing, or the love that you deserve. It will come from strangers, not from your own people. Always remember that the love is going to come from strangers at the end of the day. So when you post your content, you remove your mind from it and focus on the next content. You should only go back to watch your old content just to acknowledge growth, not to go there and start nitpicking and picking your own stuff apart. You should be your biggest cheerleader, not the person that will tear you down first. Even if others are trying to tear you down first, you should not be part of them. Now, there's a saying that the water that is around the ship does not sink it. It's the amount of water that gets into the ship. That already tells you that the negativity will not come through if there is no passageway for it. So make sure that you are your biggest fan. Always remind yourself that you are on a journey. You are growing, you are evolving, you are loving this new version, this new person that you are becoming. You are loving this new person that you are becoming, and you are rooting for you to win. I'm also rooting for you to win as well. Remember that. I've said how many remember that now. Anybody that can count how many remember that I've said, I have a gift for you. So I would like to wrap this up by saying anything is possible. You just have to make the time for it. You actually have to buy back the time for it. You wake up in the morning, you give the first few hours, that's the first productive hours to yourself, to your growth, to your improvement. By responding to WhatsApp messages is not giving the first few hours to your growth or improvement, unless it is about, you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But it's about that paper, you know, uh, or family emergency. But any other thing, chit chat, someone reply to your this thing with a laugh emoji, that's not the time to start bantering. Focus on what truly matters, which is you, your growth. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So remember that when you are growing, when you are improving, by the time you get to the top, you'll be able to pull people up to the top as well, effortlessly, because you actually did the serious work. You went through the lonely chapter and you came out victorious. I'll be rooting for you to win. It's still Lord Cephas. See you in the next one. Remember that